Commander, Erdnot Rex has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
We're going to need you. Don't forget where we live.
Never. It's clear we all fight together, or die. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. I'll make sure Joker doesn't launch any suicide missions.
Anything happens, you let me know.
Wait, has she canonically not slept at all up until now? Oh no, we're gonna dream of our son. Again. The boy with the hoodie. Where's the boy with the hoodie?
Believe that. We can handle ourselves. Go back into Williams. It's the right choice. You know it.
That light, was it the Reaper's lights? I think it was. It's kind of interesting that it's slow. It's kind of interesting that it's slow motion, but the camera moves normally. I can move it at normal speeds, that is.
What did you do? I need to do what's necessary.
Ooh, ooh. These are memories, right? The belay that thing, and also we saw him pop out of existence. These are things that happened before. The expressionless face on the kid as well, sort of. Yeah, the kid died somehow, and he's only in our visions. Maybe, because he's burning in hell right now, so. And that is why she doesn't sleep, because she dreams of her son. Or something.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
Thinking of some friends who aren't around thanks to this war.
That's thanks to the Reapers, not you. Are you thinking about anyone in particular?
Was that Caden? Caden, he was in the first game, and he died instead of Rex. I think.
No one I want to talk about right now.
I understand.
Didn't you have something for me?
The Solarian Counselor has an urgent matter.
Let me guess. She called the comm room.
The Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
There's no cell phones. So, well, actually, there are cell phones. We use the little wrist things.
Commander.
Can I help you, Counselor?
Shepard, I want you to understand that I owe my position to you, and it's not something that I take lightly. Were it not for you, that weak-minded Counselor Valorn would still be alive, leading the Solarians down the sewage pipe. But now I'm forced to champion a cure for the genophage. It's like saying we need a hurricane to put out a wildfire.
It's not a wildfire, it's the death of the galaxy. Drum that into your people's heads. they'll follow you.
A short-term solution, but the short term may be all we have. Has a ring to it. But that is not the only reason I contacted you. The other regards humanity's counselor Udina. We need to talk about his activities. The less than legal ones. Come see me next time you're on the Citadel. Ishil out.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, it's right here.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
I don't know.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise, this won't end well for the human race. Or any race.
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Urdnot Rex running the show is a bonus for us. And that female Krogan you rescued is rallying more support from the other clans. I'm glad you disabled that bomb on Tuchanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support. As it is, we picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear. How about the Solarians?
Interesting wrinkle. We've been getting back channel commitments from the strike teams within STG. They're promising to back us.
Even after I cured the genophage?
Our intel suggests there are cracks developing between the military and the politicians. These STG guys know the score. They're not going to jeopardize the entire Solarian Union just because some Delatras didn't get her way.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. In the case of the Solarians, it's the military that are not in favor of genocide. Ah, that is, as opposed to the politicians. That's very curious.
What about the Rachni?
I wouldn't have believed it, but the Rachni are helping us build the Crucible.
You're kidding.
Turns out they have a knack for weapons of mass destruction. In hindsight, I guess they'd know a thing or two about waging a galactic war.
No problems with them then?
Other than scaring the hell out of our engineers, no. Not a lot of small talk going on there.
So it is a cannon. Why is it called the Crucible? Maybe just a cool name. Because Crucible is a cool name, admittedly.
What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Lok, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The blood pack will be useful. And violent. Mostly Vorcha here. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Darner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
Why would you not want to know? Why he might want to know. I don't want to tell him, or I don't care, but I wouldn't. Perhaps whatever.
Do you know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Believe it or not, the Turians and Krogan actually seem to be getting along. Urdnot Rex has deployed troops, and they're giving the Reapers a moment of pause. The Solarians are still hanging on to Surkesh, but the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks, too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
We saw Yogg back on Surkesh. Didn't look too happy.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten them. Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogans sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
The Batarians are the six-eyed people, I think.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Actually, there was something more.
Commander Shepard?
Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Something might be brewing near the Geth border, but our intel is sketchy. News is getting harder to come by as things get worse.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
All right. That is all the new info. And look at that. We're above the minimum. In terms of war map, everything is at 50%. Yeah. It's just... There it is.
Bethany, you see the vids of the Maw taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
You think they were diplomats?
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
Understood. They weren't diplomats. They might have been representatives, but that's an incidental kind of designation. We have some emails from CNN Alert, new article on quote Reaper unquote from Alliance News Network Information Partners. Pharaohs capital A group of colonists on Pharaohs have mounted a defensive against arriving Reaper forces, holding them back long enough for civilians from nearby colonies to escape. The informal militia from Zoo's Hope, said to be survivors of a savage Geth attack several years ago, has repelled initial Reaper landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. The colonies are using improvised weapons as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogeny facility. Quote, "This colony is our home," unquote, colony spokesperson Elizabeth Bainham said. Quote, "We have survived worse and we know how to fight together," unquote. The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before more Reaper forces arrive. Impressive work. From General Corinthus to Commander Shepard, when you first arrived on Menai, I had a hard time seeing how you flying off with one of our best generals would benefit our fight against the Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I am impressed. You have brokered an alliance that many thought impossible. And by many, he means himself. Palavan might be saved after all. And making babies. That the answer to what are you going to do now? They keep asking of the Krogan, what are you going to do now? They're going to fuck. They're going to do the babies. It's what they're going to do. From Erdnot Rex. Oh, this is the person that was impressed with me. Oh, interesting. So, wait a minute. Is it Rex? No. It wasn't. It was Erdnot something, wasn't it? This is Rex. This is just Rex. Anyway, making babies again will be fun. Soon as this war is over, let's just say I'll do my part to build our numbers back up. You really came through for us. I'm proud to call you my friend. Also, is that an implication that they weren't having sex because they couldn't have kids? Because if it's fun for you, then you can do it even if you're not gonna have kids. Anyway, Eve is in the Kelphic Valley, enlisting support from the other clans and spreading the word, not the other things. So get the mind out of the gutter. She's going to be a great leader. Most of the males won't like me sharing power with her. Or the bad, I assume. But too bad. I run the show. We're off to save the Turians now, since apparently they forgot how to hold a gun. Did they? Yeah, that's true, actually. That is a good point. Your regrettable decision from Dalatras Linron, who should be put to death. Let's just go with that. They should be killed. This Dalatras should. But also many other things. Commander, I am deeply disappointed by your actions on Tuchanka, says the racist that should be put to death. As I thought I made clear... That's mighty bold of you to write. Curing the genophage will have long-term consequences. Yes, that is the reason why I cured it. If it was a short-term thing, I probably wouldn't. Once the Reaper threat has just, I probably wouldn't just despite the Krogan. It was like, it's just a short-term thing. I'm not going to go through the trouble of curing it. Shut up. Anyway, once the Reaper threat has passed, our combined forces will be so depleted that no race in the galaxy will be capable of stopping the resurgent Krogan. And what? What is the problem with that? Why are Krogan worse than the others? What is the problem? Moreover, the Krogan will undoubtedly seek revenge for the Genophage, as they should. That's why you should be put to death. And the Solarian Union will be among their first targets. Yes, they should. The reparations, bitch. Reparations. When the day comes, Commander, the blood of my people will be on your hands. No, it is on yours because of the genocide. I am ashamed to also because of your current continued defense of this. This is on your hands. This is anyway. I'm ashamed to. You should be, but you're not for the right reasons. To also learn that our own scientist sacrificed his life carrying out your orders. this is a dark day not only for my people, but all of the galactic. It's been a galactic dark 1,000 years, so that's what it is. There you go. Pretty good. Pretty good.
The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see her in action.
Yeah.
Commander?
The game has zero self-awareness. Zero self-aware. No thoughts given about any of the things that I'm commenting on.
All right, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
All right, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
You gotta respect the classics.
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me! The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Those last two were pretty funny, actually. I mean, didn't make me laugh out loud because, of course they haven't. But yeah, Garrus, you're ugly. Joker, you're ugly also. Just making jokes, right?
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about, not Morden.
His name was Paddock.
No, it's fine. It's fine because of the...
Yeah, I guess it was. So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I'd think it would be an honor.
To be honest, I did it so the Krogan would help your people.
And believe me, it won't be forgotten. Our fleets will be there for Earth. I'll make sure of it.
I know you will.
And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if some young, hot-headed Krogan took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
I just want to keep getting scars, so I'm gonna go with a renegade. But I just want to say that it's really stupid that it's in the word right there, renegade, and apparently that is not siding with a Krogan, because I think you would think that it would be that's what that would be, siding with a Krogan, and also perhaps making the commentary that I'm making on the whole thing, but no, apparently not.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't consider it.
Anyone would have second thoughts about the Krogan. They just better remember you didn't act on it and return the favor.
Also being a renegade is means you're turning your head 360 degrees or 180.
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
I have. Where have they lived? What? I have, but also where have they lived until now?
Commander?
Oh, Edie's not here. Interesting.
Nothing to report.
Really? That the people that were here are not here anymore? Oh, Edie's here.
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small?
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
So if Sovereign was 2 kilometers, my question of that one was small is kind of... Yeah, didn't you see the Sovereign? But yeah.
Hello, Shepard.
I wonder how big proper spaceships are in this setting. Because, you know, aircraft carriers in real life, they're like 300 meters long. They're about as big as... No, they're not. Are they as big? I think container vessels or cargo container things are bigger than aircraft carriers.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away. The genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they? Rex knows what he's doing, but can he keep the Krogan in check? Or will this be the start of another Krogan empire? Eve's organizing the female Krogan. She reminds me of some of the more formidable matriarchs I've known. The Krogan won't let themselves fall by the wayside again. Not like they did after the rebellions. We'll have to get used to them having a bigger part in the galaxy. I hope the Krogan live up to their ancient legacy, and for the better. Feel free to look around.
Mass relay traffic reports. Cool. It's just, it's numbers there. Very good numbers.
Genophage cure, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid. Commander, got a minute?
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
Look at that. We have our first Paragon or Renegade options here. And these are, I think they're available because I have enough points for that. But they themselves give me points.
We all know our history, but this isn't 1400 years ago.
But if the genophage is gone, what makes these Krogan different from the ones that rebelled?
The Krogan have no warships. If the Reapers focus on them, they could be wiped out. Combining their infantry with the Turian fleet is a huge asset, and both parties know it.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval. Commander.
I got reputation. I'm actually not sure exactly how the reputation works. But, because it always looks like this, but I don't know. I don't know. If it says reputation, I don't exactly know what it means. I think it just, like, averages out or something.
So, I hear the elusive man drinks bourbon. It all makes sense now.
What do you mean? You love whiskey.
Hey, Scotch, my dear girl. That scunner drinks American bourbon. Completely different.
He's a psychotic megalomaniac, and you've got problems with his choice of liquor?
You've obviously never experienced the peat aroma of a fine Ely Scotch. Nothing to report.
Shepard?
Need anything, Commander?
I don't think so.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I don't really have anything to say about that. I just sort of like playing on his Scottish heritage, I think. I am partial to Scotch, but bourbon is nice. I mean, if it's good, it's good. Bad bourbon is bad, though. But then, bad scotch is bad. No, I don't remember his name. He's not here anymore.
You think that cure they dispersed could do anything to us? We're not going to start growing scales or anything, right?
No, but our dicks are going to be the size of buildings. Or whatever. I don't exactly know how it works.